dry up if the city's licensing laws aren't brought into line with those of the rest of the country. Tonight, musicians and publicans unite at the beginning of a campaign to change those laws, as Revel Alderson reports.
At a jazz concert tonight in the Mitchell Theatre, the case will be put for a change in the licensing laws which forbid Glasgow publicans to charge admission when they're providing live entertainment. The Musicians' Union, which represents both jazzmen and rock musicians, says this means there's less money available for the publicans to pay the bands, who often have to play at a loss. Elsewhere in Scotland, they get paid twice as much for an appearance because money is charged at the door and they get a share of the takings. So what would happen if the law remains?
Well, it would be just the same as junior football. If you don't have junior football, you'll never have senior football. So musicians in Glasgow and the west of Scotland would dry up.
Do you feel that the public would be prepared to pay, say, £1 to come into a pub, which previously they'd been able to come to for nothing, just to hear live music?
Well, this argument was put forward when we put on in jukeboxes to be charged. The public would pay. But if the band was good enough and brought up their standards, as they would do, the better entertainment they would give, the more people would come to see them. And in this climate, £1 is not an awful lot of money.
You pay to get into the theatre, and why shouldn't you do it? It's only Glasgow, all the concerns in Glasgow, nowhere else.
Do you think if the money was charged by publicans for admission to live music, the money would find its way into the musician's pocket, or do you think it would be creamed up by the publicans?
Glasgow does not flourish for the musician, for any live music at all. We're very, very poorly paid as far as the pub licence trade is concerned.
The licensing board in Glasgow say that if admission money were to be charged, there's no guarantee that that money would go to the musicians. They also say that if publicans want to provide entertainment, they should be prepared to pay for it because they'll get the money back over the bar. And they say that some people might object to paying money to get into a pub to hear music that they wouldn't like. Well, the Musicians' Union and the licensed trade in Glasgow are now trying to work out a joint approach to change this ages-old law.